Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. Today I'm going to be doing a little work in the crypto mining exercise. Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. Today I'm going to be doing a little work in the exercise in the Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. Today I'm going to be doing a little work in the crypto exercise mining room cave. Yes, this room. So over the winter, I had some different ductwork that I put in here. I was trying it out to make it look a little cleaner, but it doesn't really contain the heat the way I wanted it to. So I'm gonna have to swap that out. So this will be the second time. First time I had some silver industrial looking stuff and it was really insulated, worked super well, but it looked industrial and I wanted to clean it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna spin you around, we'll take a look at it. So here's a grow tent. And I used to have the silver lined one in here. It had the insulation on the outside, and I could touch that and you wouldn't even feel the heat. Now with this one, it looks a lot cleaner, right? It looks a lot better in here, but the insulation is miserable. I was really hoping this was gonna work out, but it's too warm. And during the winter time when it was warm, like it is, I could feel the warm on that. It's definitely radiating heat. In the wintertime, I didn't mind it because my wife doesn't like to turn the heat on. She likes it chilly. So when I was in here, I didn't mind a little extra heat in here. So that was fine. But now that it's getting to be summertime, it is warming up and it is going to be a problem. I'm not even going to wait for it to become a problem, to be honest. I want to go ahead and get that stuff out of here. So I went ahead and I got some new ductwork. As you can see, it's the R value 6. And it is the 6-inch ductwork. I got 25 feet of it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace both of those pieces with this. I'll cut that in half, have two 12-foot pieces, and that'll be enough to go across and exhaust out the window. If you saw one of my other videos when I had that set up, you saw what I did over there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to replace that. I bought myself another one of these shelves. I'm going to put one over here also to kind of put the exhaust work, the exhaust ducts on that, plus have a little extra storage. So that's going to kind of work out a little bit for me over there. And so then I'm going to slide this down, put the shelf over there, put the new ductwork in, and that will definitely be helping. As a matter of fact, the last stuff I had, I think, was the 4 R value, and it worked amazing. But for a few dollars more, I got the 6, and I know that this is going to be more than enough for insulation, and that's really what I'm doing in here. I'm fighting the heat in this room and noise. A noise I really can't do too much about because of the exhaust fans in there. But the ductwork is definitely going to make a difference. So I'm going to do that also. But like I said, it is springtime. Tomorrow's the first day of spring. So I figured while I'm up here doing all this work, shutting this down to slide this over and do all that, I'm going to take the rigs from inside of here and bring them outside, and I'm going to clean them up. I was watching Red Panda Mining, and if you haven't seen him, definitely check him out. Really an amazing channel. But he used this to clean his GPU rigs. And I went out and got myself one of these, and I'll tell you what, this thing blows like, well, anyway, this is great. So I went ahead and I got one of those, and I've already used it once on some of my ASICs to clean them out, and it works great. So I'm going to take the rigs from in here, bring them downstairs real quick. I'm going to clean them off really good, do a little spring cleaning, get everything set up for the summer, and just kind of situate myself for hopefully, getting into a great summer of mining. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this all together. I'll show you when I finish it up. Should look pretty good. Should look a little cleaner and have a little more organization. I'll be back in a minute, or a little bit. All right, so this is just kind of like a sort of a midway. I've got the tent pulled out pretty far right now while I'm doing this, but you can see I'm just kind of adding an extra shelf. I haven't got the other ones in there yet. It'll be similar to this. I may adjust the shelves so it's lined up better with the exhaust coming out, so they're not really bent too much, so they're more straight and then turn instead of leaning at all. And then, of course, I'll have extra shelves to put extra boxes and things that I have to put over here that I really don't use too often. So that'll be really helpful to have that in here. And then I'll slide this back over, fill this negative space. I am adding the extra wires in here now because I'm going to take that little rig from the bedroom that was warming the bedroom over the winter, and I'm going to put that inside of here also. That's going to go over here. I've got one rig here and one rig here. As you can see, I got it here and here, and I'm going to bring those outside in a moment and clean those up once I get this a little more situated, and I'll slide this all back. So that's it. Got the duct work. I'm going to be working on that. There's the fans, and And that's where we're going. So I'll be back in just a little bit with a little update. Right, y'all, so I just thought I'd show you the blower and see how this thing works. I just got the 4 GPU rig out here now. I already brought out the other $1 million Raven coin mining rig and the 3060 rig. And this little fan, this little blower is unbelievable. It's loud, but I'm gonna show it to you and you can see how much dust is blowing out of these things. I mean, if I did this, you know, every 3 months, it probably could use it, but it's been a little while. So let's hit this thing. You can see if you can see any of that dust blowing out. I don't know if you saw that, but on my end, it was like a plume of dust. So, you know, and I've cleaned these a couple times because this one's not in the grow tent. So I've actually cleaned these a little bit prior just by blowing at them, you know, and just kind of cleaning them up a little bit. And this blower is like unbelievable. So I definitely recommend it, highly recommend it. Anyway, I'm going to continue on with this and then I'll get everything back upstairs and set up and we'll check out where I'm at. All right, well, there it is. And I got to tell you, I couldn't be happier. The temperatures are so much lower in there. We're going to show you on the computer here in a second, but just thought I'd show it to you. So what I have in here now is that I took a piece of the old duct that I had that was on the outside and I moved it in here and I put it here in the 6-inch hole and I have that going across. I have the 4 GPU rig in here as well. I'll open this up in a second, but I put a shelf on top. So this piece comes across right here and then it goes down and it faces that way. So it's pulling air in, that cool air in and coming in real low. So that's definitely helping it rather than the cool air coming in on top and then maybe being pulled straight across and out. Now it's being pulled and going all the way down into that corner. So that's really good. Also, I opened up a hole on the side of this, barely wide enough to pull this through. Now this is the 6-inch and this is the R6. Now I had R4 before, it was a little smaller. This is a little bit bigger, but it's definitely not going to let any of that heat out. And in the R4, I'll be honest, I don't think did either. I think it worked just fine. It was just silver and I couldn't find it in black. I think the black is a little quieter than that shiny silver industrial. I don't know. Anyway, I got this in here and it is, you know, guaranteed for no heat. And that's what I'm going for. My wife doesn't like the idea that this thing puts off as much heat as it does. And I want it to be, you know, 100%, no questions, that this is more than enough than what I need. But a little overkill, but it's in and it's working awesome. I have it pulled into the side. So there is one hole on the side that's naturally there like this. And then the other one I used to have came out the top and out. But instead I put a hole in the side. I put that one through and sealed it. And that one goes to a fan. And then the other one that has a hole naturally there goes to a fan. This one now I have comes all the way across and then it goes snakes down and faces this way. So it's pulling cool air in and it's pulling it all the way down and then pulling it out near the bottom. So let me go ahead and open this up. Just kind of show you where I'm at. I don't want to pull it too far open because this one's kind of placed in there. So you can see where that one is and how it comes down. And it's blowing that cool air right across these GPUs here. That's that 4-card set there. Actually, that's 5 cards. I do have that A4000 in there. So that's 5 cards now in that one. And then this one here comes in the side, as you can see. And it comes down and it lets that cool air in right at the bottom. So cool air is coming straight up underneath these. Really, it's I can't believe. I tell you, I can't believe how much cooler it is in there now with adding that and moving that one down. And I've been wanting to do that one. I just hadn't done it. Like I said in here, I had that shelf in here from before, but I didn't have the top shelf in there. So I put that extra shelf on top and then I have that going across and you can see the GPUs below it. I've got the 2 sets and all the way in the back. I don't know if you can see the fans. Anyway, you get the point. It's set up now, and I gotta tell you, the temperatures are awesome. So let's go ahead and hop on the computer. I'm gonna show you those temperatures, and we'll wrap this up. All right, so here we are, and I think these are amazing temperatures. I think the hash rate's pretty decent. Got a little low in there here, and one right here. I mean, push some numbers around for a minute and see, but otherwise, if you look at these temperatures, 66 is my high. You know, these middle cards, that's the reason why this one's actually lower. I may push that back up. This one here for sure was always getting really hot. I mean, it was always 2 to 3 degrees warmer than the other cards. There's no question about that. So right now, with it being as cool as it is, this is the one that had the hot rig that was running. If we go over to the 3060 rig, as you can see, I did add that 7th card in there, and I took that A4000 out because it was just warm all the time in there. So I took it out of that one, and I'll show you where I got that one now. But as you can see here, you know, 66 again, got some 64s, 65s. Can't complain, not at all. And this is the 4 GPU, which actually now has the 5th one, and there it is right there. Could bump that up a little bit. I don't know why that's low. That was actually a little higher. Why is that low? Let me see what happened there. That one I had a 63 earlier. But nonetheless, you know, you can see the temperatures in here also. This was running like 70 all the time. This was running, you know, when it got warm in here, it was running 71, 72, 73. But always it was running at 70. So it's easily, you know, 3 degrees cooler. Overall, I can't say that I'm disappointed at all in any of this. You can see where I added that E4000. But yeah, everything worked really well for the Grow Tent as of now. The way it is with the extra ductwork going in there, it's definitely helping. I may add one more in there on the back end and pull a little bit more air in. But we'll see about that. Otherwise, right now, though, I'm extremely happy. So for now, I'm going to leave it, and we're going to see how temperatures go up here in the summertime. And, you know, during the day when I'm at work, my wife works from home, but she's downstairs. We let the upstairs get a little bit warmer. We don't have the AC blasting all day on the upstairs. So I'm going to see how that plays out with this new vent because it is a little warm today. And it's doing pretty good. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate you checking in. Definitely hit that subscribe button. It always helps the channel. Appreciate the thumbs up. And what do you got going on? Are you getting ready for summer? I'd love to see that in the comments down below. I know that summer's coming for a lot of people. And yeah, heat's going to be an issue. So if you've got any suggestions or you're battling it yourself, I'd love to see what you got going on. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you next time.